Hey there, everybody. It's me, Rabbit, after I know another break. Well, you guys, I promise, I promise this is not like going to be another one of those hour-long like explanation videos or recapping and unpacking everything that's kind of transpired over the last few months or last even couple of weeks, as much as I wanted to really speak to those of you that have been concerned, because I know it's been this most recent time has been a little bit of a more unexpected hiatus, because I actually was planning on kind of relaunching my Luffy and the Fortress of Doom series and kind of continuing with my normal upload routine. I was planning on that like a month, maybe like 5 weeks ago, but there just have been so many little twists and turns and lumps and bumps, and I'm really not gonna sit here and unpack everything with you guys. I know most of you are well aware of all the stuff that kind of went on last summer that ended up making me need to step back for a little bit for the remainder of 2021 and then into early 2022. And my goodness, you guys, can I just say, I cannot believe we are officially in June. We are halfway through 2022. I still feel like this is a new year, and I don't know what that says about me or what it says about just the headspace I've been in and everything that I've been kind of navigating and dealing with. But it has been a journey, to say the least, but I've not forgotten about you guys. And actually, I'm sure many of you have noticed that I still am replying to a lot of comments. I'm still replying to your emails and messages and all of that good stuff. It's just been, I don't know, almost like one roadblock after another. Sometimes it's related just to my mood and what state I'm in. Then, the next week it's related to work commitments and unexpected hiccups there. And then I think I may or may not have shared this with you guys, just as like a quick aside. Andrew did actually come back for about 5 or 6 weeks, just so that we could kind of talk and really unpack what he was dealing with and what sort of his next steps were going to look like and what it is that he even wants. And anyway, it was just an opportunity for us to sort of regroup for a month and some change and really just look at everything that was going on. So I definitely did take that month and some change off to really focus on myself and on the home and what we were going to kind of be doing. So I did admittedly take a good like 5 or 6 weeks to not have much of an online presence. And I know I was really slow to respond to messages at that time. But outside of that, in 2022 so far, I'm saying so far, but we're halfway through, I've not been completely absent from having an online presence, as much as I just have not been able to get myself in the position to have my normal routine with editing and uploading and doing all of that stuff. Even though when I started 2022, and you guys can even look back at some of those vlogs and even some of those community posts, I really thought once I got through some of the more emotional things that would surface in January, that I kind of knew would surface in January, just due to all of the special dates and events and just, things that I knew would surface. We'll just leave it at that. I knew I was going to still need January to kind of emotionally regroup, even just me. I mean, I wasn't really regrouping with anyone. It was just more of Rabbit time to take care of myself and focus on myself. And I had a feeling that I would probably need some of February for that as well, which I definitely did. But I thought for sure come March or by the end of March that I would be back into this swing of just everything that I wanted to do, that I had been doing in years prior. And it just didn't end up happening. Towards the end of March, like I said, just a series of things ended up unfolding. And then the same things kind of rolled into April. Then when I thought May was going to be my month for sure, I ended up having more things kind of surfacing and going on. So just between the one neighbor that I have and work and Andrew coming back and then me still, I think, coming to terms with a lot of the things that happened last summer, I think it's just not really been conducive to me being able to step back into the limelight at the rate that I thought I was going to be, or with the pacing and the amount of time that I thought I was going to need prior to being back where I wanted to be. But I did want to make this video, not to, give like specific stories or to go back down all of that, because it kind of is what it is. And I'll be honest with you, there have not, as I hit my hand, I always hit my hand when I make these videos. I don't know what that says about me. And I swear I'm not a clumsy person in person. Maybe it's more just small space, right? When you're in an office. So couple of positive updates. I'm still making my way through arranging my home and getting everything how it needs to be. Some of the rooms are still a work in progress, but then some of the rooms are done. So my kitchen is fully done, which that is great. And my 2 out of the, let me say 1.5 out of the 3 bathrooms. 1.5 bathrooms are finished, but I still have a lot of just little quality of life things to attend to with the house. So that's been keeping me occupied. Summer is fully here, so I've got a huge yard, 4 acres that I have to mow and attend to, and work never ceases to throw surprises, obstacles, projects my way. So things are good. I don't want you guys to think that I've just been sitting and stewing and kind of hibernating in my mind and not moving forward mentally or emotionally. I definitely am doing much better than compared to this time last year. But of course, there's always room for growth and room for increased inner peace and getting into a routine that really is conducive to the life that I want for my future and honestly for my present, not even looking at the future, but what I want for today and for like immediately tomorrow. So still a lot of things that I need to kind of come to terms with and I think figure out how to navigate in a way that really supports me and prioritizes my needs. But with all of that being said, you guys will be so happy to know that I decided, instead of making like an update every single month, because I actually thought about giving you guys an update in April and then I thought about doing it again in May. And I'm so glad I didn't, because both of those months had 2 semi-unexpected things that ended up surfacing that required me needing more time for myself, which meant my return to YouTube, or I should say my proper return, because I've never fully left. I've still been responding to messages, etc. But we'll just say those things that surfaced in April and May delayed my proper return to YouTube. But we are here in June. It is a fresh month and we're right in the beginning of it, and I just want to manifest good positive things for myself, good positive things for you guys. And I wanted to share that I did behind the scenes decide I was just going to sit on my own and record through most of Luffy and the Fortress of Doom, and then when I was close to being done is when I was going to give you guys an update, just to say that the series is pretty much fully recorded. Now all that's left to do is for me to just edit and slowly roll everything out so that we can start a new series soon, because I've been wanting to start a new series since March. That was kind of the whole point of, I guess, where I was going with this whole spiel. Is I thought once I was kind of through January and February and maybe like some lingering stuff in March, that we would end up stepping back into Lufia and the Fortress of Doom, hit the ground running, and then be able to debut a new series like a month from that point. And then here we are, several months later, and we've not really finished Luffy and the Fortress of Doom. So I wanted to share with you guys that I, on my own, have nearly completed playing through it and recording it. I just need to edit and get that content up. And then I've already just decided what I'm going to be playing as soon as Luffy and the Fortress of Doom is done. I don't want to have any more delays. I don't want to even give myself any opportunity to be indecisive or to second guess myself. So I've already got it mapped out, what is going to be coming next. And I think you guys will really enjoy it. I know I'm really looking forward to it, which is really important for me right now, because I'm trying to set myself up to have things that I'm really excited about these days. So yeah, all of that being said, just to say I'm still here, I'm still alive. Thank you for your concern. Thank you for checking in on me. Thank you for, just rooting for me and cheering for me. It feels really good to know you have people in your corner and people that want to know how you're doing. because I do sometimes feel not isolated. I definitely talk to people every single day, and I have a lot of conversations and a lot of people that kind of hold me accountable to where I can't really just sit and kind of hide out in my basement and be sad. So I definitely have things that kind of drive me and keep me moving forward and that are fulfilling. It's just, I think I'm going to be healing from this for a little while, but I think now I'm ready to start incorporating more things that brought me joy to kind of help mitigate some of the sorrow that I still deal with in my day-to-day. And I will probably continue to deal with in my day-to-day for a really long time. But okay, that is it for me. Like I promised, this is not going to be a long update as much as it's just to say, 1, I am still here. 2, thank you so much for checking on me. 3, I actually recorded everything for Lufia, or almost everything for Lufia in the Fortress of Doom. So I'm just going to start editing and rolling those out. 4, we're on number 4, right? 4, I have the next series already planned, and I'm going to just hit the ground running with that as soon as Lufia and the Fortress of Doom is done. And 5, I love you guys, and I appreciate you, and thank you for all that you do and all that you bring to me. And I look forward to seeing you guys here in a day or 2 with more episodes of Lufia and the Fortress of Doom. So take care, be good, and I'll see you guys then. Bye!